Where's the goddamn Joy-Cons? Am I able to get pictures in online mode? Probably not.
Yeah, I'll have to play like motion mini games this time, but
That's
next
okay.
time I find them, it'll be good to do them.
And I think people are going to be mad. And the people in YouTube comments are mad tough. He doesn't have his Joy-Cons.
Press F to pay respects.
F for Joy-Con. Or minus for Joy-Con. We'll go with pros. I know I need a ton of pro Chivos.
Yeah.
I need to go to Roll'em. I know that much.
It's my favourite track, so no argument here.
Yeah. Oh, we all get to pick an item. I'm gonna go with this.
Well, the pipe. Could be the best or the worst choice.
Oops. Do you want to start the game? We should get start, yeah.
I wish you could change the turn order, but on pro mode it's locked at 12 for some reason.
Yeah, it's weird. It's not exactly pro. It's kind of like the DS's rule sets.
Did it have a pro mode?
No, but it has something a bit similar to it. I can't really describe it all that well, in all honesty, but the pro rules remind me of it.
Yeah.
Rosalina, you're not green.
Get out.
Get out of here! Because you've got bells and they're just greenies.
Oh, she got down.
Maybe she's wearing, like, I don't know. I can't say it. It's a Nintendo game, I can't say it.
I think I have an idea what it was.
Yeah, I can't say it. I refuse.
Green shoes.
Oh my god, she's wearing green socks.
My god.
Or maybe like a nail polish, so it's slowpoke bonus. On Roll'em? You know what? That's a good combo.
Did you choose the pipe too? Okay.
Yeah, I was thinking something a shop because it's pretty OP honest, but I was thinking the pipe could probably work better. Because they need a happening space.
Here we go.
Yeah. But one of my pipe looked as lucky as, you know, the one I got in Bowser's Key.
Yeah.
Where I got right blue and then I got a star, stole a star. Then all other kinds of things.
I remember, like when I first played Sport, Bowser Jr. was the partner I got in this, I was just laying traps everywhere. It was
Yeah.
amazing.
It's handy if you get lucky with where a player lands. Definitely.
Yeah. You know what, let's see what chaos can happen. Away I go. I just discovered my car!
screw the card.
Welcome to Top Gear. I thought it only went like 2 spaces up, that would be so funny. Oh my god!
Ooh. It's actually quite good.
Kinda, I'm ahead of star unfortunately. I was hoping to go to the top left.
Oh shit, you're gonna get booed.
Dang.
I'll steal someone right away.
Cool.
We don't even have 15 coins yet.
You're way ahead of me. Give me your money. Oh yeah, it's just a set of matters. No, it's just the animation.
Yeah.
I thought it was a set thing. Like oh yeah, they take a special amount of coins, don't they? It's like set in stone.
Yeah. I think that's main the Bowser space, so it always takes a star no matter what.
Oh, it's good for me to pick the Bowser board then. We all experienced the poor Luigi saga had in story mode. Just every other turn, Bowser, and then he just picks him up like a fucking action figure. Just hello.
Oh, holy pipe. Take me somewhere good.
You're like right before the start, like 2 spaces.
But only have 10 coins.
Yeah. With
2 to the star.
Hey, now down the happy space I'm looking. Oh, I don't enough. Poor lad. Get more
I
money.
just want to appreciate the star. I'm not here for it.
Well, speedrun mode. Got to start on 1.
Yeah.
With a new record. Guys, Luke just set a world record.
Hell yeah.
Oh, he's calling the shop.
Hello, you're talking to me.
My god. My man. Just give him a discount. Cooper should have been the one to give you a discount in the shop when he's your Jamboree buddy.
Here, take this. Be sure to pass it on.
Oh my god.
Oh.
Wow. Everyone lost coins but you. Actually, I'm not ding these coins. Oh, then just chooses more money. Dang.
Minigame.
What minigame we got? Oh yeah, we choose. I'm sure sandwich.
Yeah, Pro mode's a bit different.
Yeah, maybe that's why I'm thinking DS. I think it's my DS. Yeah. Host privileges. Try not to be an idiot sandwich.
Gordon Ramsay level.
Start.
Exactly. You need his like face just peeking down as a top view.
It's a raw sandwich.
Yeah.
Also, did you just join it? Ryan, is that you?
No.
Dan, I didn't even hear the Discord noise. Like what?
I heard it.
The Rhino jump scare. A classic.
It's not Ryan, it's Brian.
You got my money, Brian?
Mate,
said
I don't know
double
you
up.
nothing.
Stupid AI. Yeah, we're just playing Mario Party. You can probably guess from the...
Yeah, I can hear you playing it.
What, from my mic?
No, I can just hear you playing it. Through your soul.
His soul cries out for Mario Party every day.
Let's go.
Well, we can hear you strumming your guitar in the background.
Fuck
Okay.
you. Do what I want.
He's out into the vibes.
So, how's things? I haven't heard much from you in the past couple of days.
Me?
Yeah.
We haven't fucking really said anything.
Hold
Hold on, let me check. I need evidence here.
Well, you guys haven't spoken at all
Accepting
in
this slide.
2025, I don't think.
your messages have been a bit short, like when I said about the meetup, you were just like, next week. I was like,
Oh. Yeah. Whoops. I thought I'm usually quite get that one. My bad.
You're probably tired of something.
Yeah, I've just been one of those weeks getting back into the swing of things where I went on Monday and I was fucking exhausted, and then I was meant to go today, but thank God the weather was shit, so I had another excuse not to go anyway.
Yeah, I was saying the more it's like Silent Hill weather right now.
Yeah, that's literally what I say to myself. I'm like, oh, fuck's sake. Here my head's out and about again, I can't go out.
Sorry, Rosalina, attacked you again.
It's because you want a minigame. Fish whale.
I was opening my waste bin earlier and I literally couldn't flip and open it. It was like frozen solid.
Oh,
I didn't
dang.
get later. You know, give me a hint.
Fucking open.
Give me the crowbar.
It's like mashing an A button as a quick time event to open it.
Yeah. I saw someone do one where it's like God of War, quick time event says just really aggressively doing stuff. Like,
Just grabs the axe, just whacks into the bin.
yeah. That's a game I wish I got around to playing. It's like PC now, isn't it?
What, God of War?
Yeah.
Yeah, I played the 2018 one on PlayStation. Very good, very good.
Yeah.
But I don't know how that fucking won Game of the Year over Red Dead 2. That's a fucking disgrace. It's really good, but like I say, it's just not Red Dead good. But I have like little to no faith in Game Award people now. Anyway.
Nah, it's usually like whatever the majority of people are most hyped for is what don't vote for game, they won't even play it. Like, oh, 75 people wanted this game, congrats, and let's give it a year.
Best game reviews your own review.
Yeah.
What do you think, Rhino? Oh shit. Alright, next game.
We've got the Rhino disapproval.
I got the
like
thumbs down.
The past week's just been hectic. Like, Monday I was back, and then Tuesday, which was yesterday, if my memory serves me correctly, I had to get my car fixed again, so I'm just pissed off.
Broke down at the weather, or?
No, I brought it in for a service, because it was due for a service, and then they're like, oh, it's got flat tire. I'm like, well, fucking fix it then. It annoys me, because I'm like, never out. I just bad luck.
Hey, what the?
She still died! She died!
She got killed at the end, and she still joined first. No,
she's dead!
Boo!
So, Lucky, what did the big man get you? Wink, wink.
What do you get? Well, Morris is recording, so have to be careful, you know.
Wait, what? Oh, you could fucking.
I can mute the sound coming from the thing if you guys want.
I can just like play sexy solos in the background and be like, oh, we didn't really like the video, but like the guitar solo was sexy.
We interrupt this broadcast for Wine playing some sweet ass tunes. But I can mute the sound coming from my headphones so that you guys are including that. So it can not show up in the video.
I don't give a shit. It'll be funny anyway. Because I'll be like, I love how they're just talking about, oh, what did big man get you? Does that even mean?
Didn't get anything illegal for Christmas, like, so don't have to worry about that. No, I got an AK. What?
Oh my god. I knew it. You got a gun.
Let's see. What the fuck did I get? I haven't had to give presents early to each other, but then, like, I got presents from her family and stuff. They, family, sound like that different word there. They got me, like chocolate and the little, like, hot chocolate drink things and stuff. Got a lot of Pokemon cards too. A few Pokemon tins to open and that, so that kept me busy. It was alright, like, you know, just spent with Abba's family and had food in him and that. Don't really know how I've done that well, but it was alright, like, can't complain.
No, I got a couple of nice things, surely.
Phew, he's had no star.
I was like a zombie on Christmas Day. I just fucking have some sort of social battery burnout at the minute.
Yeah. No, Christmas is an easy time for a lot of people, like, so it's, as I say, it's more for the kids. It's just
What, am I not a kid anymore, Luke? Is that what you said?
Well, you're a good kid.
Oh, thanks.
Minigame.
I was just so busy last year. Like, I had so much shit I was doing every week since January, and then once December came, I was just dead.
Well, new year, new you? Question mark.
The only fucking new me you're gonna get is like a dude love, where I just dress up in hipster clothes and just start dancing around like a loony.
Now that'd be entertaining to see.
No, I don't really know. Like, I didn't set any resolutions. Like, I want to do a half marathon because I'm stupid. So maybe that's something to work towards. And then I'd like to get some form of paid work at the end of the year or whenever.
Incredible said they'll hopefully get you a position there in the new year then. Or
Yes.
at least that's their promise to you.
That's the promise.
You made love promises and you couldn't keep a wee.
Friendly
The
with
rest-
Catherine, friendly with CLA, friendly with Michael, who's the new manager, so and they love me. Well, I hope so anyway. But I think they did because they all came to my party and then saw them again and gave them presents.
Worst
before Christmas.
case scenario, they don't give you the job and it has like a little wine room. Remember that pop up in the top left of the vision? Like a Telltale game?
It'd be their own fucking loss. But I don't really care. I'll just look somewhere else.
You and the high horse you rode in.
This is like a 4-year program and I really enjoy doing it, so I'm going to keep doing it as long as I can. Unless I get
New
something
turn.
different.
App incredible.
Jamboree.
Yeah, so like the thing started in August of last year and it finishes in February for the first group of children, and then it's an 18 to 24 after February till September time, I think, and then it just rotates for 4 years.
Yeah.
Loads of different children, loads of different people. Hopefully more fucking willing to do stuff the next batch of kids, because these kids don't want to do nothing.
Just want to bully you.
Yeah, and I don't mind that because I blew them back, but I want them to actually participate because that's what our job is. Well, their job, I just help. And they've been told that multiple times.
Are you still playing that online D&D campaign you're hoping to do with the people from Worcester?
Mate, that was dead in the water like 6 months ago.
Damn.
I'm still doing the D&D with Incredible though, and that's finishing end of March. So that'd be sad because a few of the boys in the group chat are like, Ryan, if you leave, we'll start a revolt. And I'm like, well, I'm not leaving. I'm just wishing you a happy Christmas. Let's not be dramatic.
Yeah.
Because I like wish them a happy Christmas in the group chat, saying like it's been a pleasure being your DM and your great group of players. And then they're like, you better not be leaving. We'll fucking start a revolt. I'm like, well, I never said I was leaving. I'm finishing my job.
Don't leave, we love you.
Sheila literally wouldn't let me leave. She would hold me at gunpoint because she has no idea how the fuck to do anything.
You like get in your car, actually drive back to your home, you feel a hand like grab your shoulder, you're coming with me. You just get dragged away.
You're not going anywhere, pal.
Oh, I need to talk to Scylla actually, try and talk to her anyway, because she's horrible at responding to texts. So I need to meet her. I need to talk to Michael first actually, because we're doing a residential next Saturday, and of course the day after is when I'm doing the D&D at 12, which is like 2 hours before it finishes. So I need to figure out a way to work around that, see if I can get back earlier.
So would you say your week changes from the next, depending on what's on then?
Generally, yes, it does change a bit. Like, the things that are set in stone is Mondays, and then Sundays with the D&D, and then I do the Fridays with the girls. So they're the 3 things that are set in stone, and then there's usually maybe 1 or 2 extra days where I go to a team meeting or help out on the Wednesdays just so I can get PG chit. It's quite funny actually, because last time, before Christmas, like, fucking, I said to one of the staff, I was like, oh, do you want to get me some chips while you're around? She's like, no. I'm like, oh, okay. Bitch.
Sounds like
And
all like Mario CDI thing. And you gotta help us. No.
Like, oh yeah, oh yeah.
So we
So
were
what
like
is that?
halfway, like, because the sessions are about 4 hours. About 4 hours, right? So, like, near 3 hours in, I was like, oh, I'm going to get some chips. And then the one that turned me down, said, "What, were you being serious?" But I was like, "Yeah." And she's like, "Oh, I feel really bad now." I'm like, "Yeah, you should." Fucking disgrace.
It's guilt tripping.
No, I said, no, I was being sarcastic, but I am actually hungry now, so I'm going to go get some food. And then I brought it back, and of course, one of the kids was eating it, and then one of the staff was eating my food as well. And I was like, it's my food.
And thus wine was
it is.
Thus wine was found in Milton Road, passed out from exhaustion and hunger.
The Christmas party was the best because there was like 4 meltdowns and multiple people crying. And I was like, God, this is the best Christmas party I've ever been to.
Just an average Christmas, to be honest.
Pretty much, but like people on the spectrum that go into full meltdown. Yeah, not fun. And then I told Michael's like, here's the thing, Ryan, I just don't give a shit. And I'm like, oh. And he's like, yeah, because they know they have to participate and they don't, and I'm asking them to and they're getting pissed off about it. It's literally what we signed up to do, so I don't have any sympathy.
Oh no, Luke!
I picked the wrong way. I near redeemed myself now.
Yeah, it's kicking ass. I think I have to stop
At
it.
least at the hard or expert.
Just hard? I don't know if I was stacked on top of it or not. This idea was just on a blood path.
Flipping brutal.
New turn.
Yeah.
Were you going to say something about wrestling earlier, Luke?
Yeah, I've been seeing a post going around that was it apparently in the past Hulk Hogan was booing off the fans, and then recently they're saying the fans have been booing Hulk Hogan off from a recent clip that's gone viral.
Oh.
Did you see that?
Yeah, I did see that, but there's an explanation for that. First of all, Mr. Hulkster is a piece of shit, and as pretty much is like the most narcissistic man I've ever seen as a celebrity, one of them. Just piece of shit to even his co-workers. Secondly, there was a clip going around of him dropping the M-bomb about 50 times.
Yeah.
Thirdly, he was at a fucking Trump rally ripping off his shirt saying Trump Mania's gonna run wild on you.
That was hilarious then.
That was funny, like, I agree, it was funny, but not really at the same time. And then fourth, he comes out on Raw, and he's promoting his fucking new beer. Like, full, real American beer. So of course people are gonna boo the shit out of him, he's a piece of shit. And then everyone's like, oh, it's just because he's Make America Great Again, you know, he's just a Trump, because he's a Trump supporter. I'm like, well, not really, because Undertaker's a Trump supporter, and he came out literally right after. Everyone was like, yeah, whoa, we love you, Taker. It's just because he's a fucking disgraceful human being, and he just keeps making things worse for himself. And apparently, the rumours are that he was really upset and disappointed due to the reaction. And I'm like, well, maybe you should modify your behaviour, sir, and people might cheer you.
Get your shit together.
But that show was weird because you had like Triple H comes out, and then The Rock came out, and then John Cena came out, and then Hulk Hogan came out. It's like fucking hell. It's like a circus.
Don't drop the presents.
Try not to.
Don't drop the soap.
Don't say that, man. This will be on YouTube. You can't be comments like that, and Tom's gonna come after me.
Ow! Oh shit, the game keeps moving forward. Oh no, I can't go back.
The AI is mean! Only the AI! Get the AI murdered! Ah!
I was like a moonwalk, do I do that? Oh shit.
Look at those two! He got it perfect!
Well, I got you one present.
Luke, that photo you sent me of the UPS driver that fell over. I've seen that shared so much on Twitter.
Round 2.
Oh
And I'm
really?
like, yeah, like whenever you sent me that, I was like, oh god, it's on Facebook too. But yeah, that's like the funniest thing. I'd be the same. I'd be like, yeah, your parcel's here. And then it sort of fell over, and it was really, really funny.
You just picture that, just seeing Leo in the ring camera, and then I was like, oh!
But it would be like, oh, whoops.
Yeah.
It's the tumble stuff.
Ah, okay.
She's catching up to me.
You don't need more donuts. You got a good score already.
I don't care. I need to stop Rosalina. Cooper, bugger off!
That'll do.
Oh no! Yeah! Ah, Rosalina's won this. Absolutely.
Chance to win anyway.
Oh yeah.
Like one way I could possibly win this.
Alfie ruined Christmas also. Little fucker.
What'd he do?
I'll tell you what he did, Lukey. We went up there and we gave him his presents, and he had about 50 presents because kids get 50 presents these days. And he said, "I want more presents." They're like, "More? What the fuck?
More? What are you on about?
And then, so we told him they couldn't have more, and then he started crying, and then we said, "Look, if you're going to behave like this, we're going to get Santa," and he's like, "Oh, I don't like Santa."
Ooh.
Oh, fuck you.
Finish.
Rosalina definitely won this. Why did she try hard so much?
I didn't even bother attempting after the second game.
40 years, no way now, unless I get a 50 weight now.
You know, SML ran. They've still been making videos. Some of the Christmas ones they've done were really funny.
Was Mr. Goodman in any of them?
He has been, yeah. Obviously, it being Christmas and all, like they put Santa in it, and you see, you watched them yourself. They're pretty funny.
I suppose.
And they've actually been swearing in them more again, which I think adds to the humour.
Oh, you are
So,
so
like, you know what?
You are so fuck.
Like, you know what? We don't care anymore.
What was the weather like where you two were
It
today?
was pretty frosty. Enough to wait because if you weren't careful.
Yeah.
Dan freezing.
Pretty bad. What about your neck of the woods?
Yeah, pretty bad. I was going to a team meeting today, but then I was like, do you know what? I don't get paid, and I don't need to be there. So I'm not going to be a good Samaritan here. I'm just going to be a little bitch and stay at home.
Gotta start.
So I stayed at home. And then I went out to try and do a bit of exercise, but I didn't get very far. So I came back here and then just sulked for an hour.
You just like left the front door and then went back in and it's like, no.
Do you know that like gif of Grandpa Simpson when he walks in and then puts the hat down and then he just immediately grabs it and walks out again?
Yeah.
Yeah, that was basically the representation of what I did.
I was thinking also, you stepped out the door, finished closing, and you like popped back into the house like you were lagging or something.
But yeah, I went up on the road.
Of course.
Went up on the road and then I literally put my foot down to test how slippery it was, and it was really slippery, so I was just like, it's a no from me, and then just walked back.
I'm done.
Because I
he's
can't run
insane.
in that. I couldn't even stroller in that. Like, I could go grandpa speed and still fucking probably fall and break my neck. Like that, do you remember that clip I showed you, Luke, of that guy on the news where he just, like, slips and then, like, face plants?
Yeah, they caught that on the news. They didn't mean to catch that.
Yeah. Apparently it's still dangerous for Irish pedestrians. Ah,
What? What bloody sore too.
oh, it's fucking painful. Apparently they put, like, a statue up of him.
Just him getting hit.
I'm deadly serious. Apparently, like, they fundraised to get him, like, a really shitty monument for him falling and nearly killing himself.
Here we commemorate that poor wee herd here broke his ass, slipping on ice.
Do you remember
Makes
the
sense.
frost? Do you remember the frostbit kid?
Bonus minigame.
Frostbite kid.
Yeah, the Irish kid that said frostbit on the news.
I think so.
What? Have you not seen that? Even Jim McDonald page made a meme of it. Oh, you wouldn't be long getting frostbuck soon.
Oh, that one, yeah.
Yeah, that guy. I saw a picture of him the other day, right? And this is how much time has passed, and he looks like he's got a down payment on a mortgage, which he looks that old now.
3.
Like he's got a full beard. He's like double the size he was. I'm like, what the fuck? The accent's even deeper as well. Like it was really deep back then, but dear God, he sounds like fucking Satan. I think the weather's still shit tomorrow, so I don't know what I'm doing tomorrow either, but hopefully by Friday it will pick up a bit so I can actually leave the house.
Yeah.
Finish.
And get my fucking Secret Santa present, which is like a month late.
I wasn't even forgot about you. Don't remember on the date.
Well, whoever's being Secret Santa is really keeping it secret.
Everyone, guys, my Secret Santa completely forgot who this was.
Yeah, that's the care and sharing friends I've got, Lukey Poo.
I remember he was just like, I feel like when we were at the shopping centre, he was just playing you for an absolute fool. Like, yeah, I knew it was you. But he didn't seem to actually know when we were asking everyone who he got.
Let's go.
Oh, it was brilliant there.
Yeah.
That'd be fucking a PS6.
Dude.
He knows a guy. He knows a guy whose uncle works at Sony.
Or a Nintendo Switch 2, which I've seen leaked photos of, and yeah, interesting.
Did he even look real?
I would say it probably is real because it's very similar to the first Switch, but it's just a bit bigger, and the controllers seem to be a bit more chunky.
Yeah.
But they said they're going to announce something before March, so anytime now. If it's being leaked, then yeah, they need to hurry up.
Then that means they're probably saying for the Pokemon presents happening in February then.
Yeah.
Did you see Donald Trump saying he was going to declare war on Denmark?
Why?
That's random, but I did not.
Because that's just the level of this man, unfortunately. He's a fucking idiot. The shit he comes out with, and they're like, oh, we should definitely give him another shot at the presidency.
He's just like, I don't know, eat a piece of ham that came from Denmark and just didn't like it or something? Is that basically what?
No, I forgot. Hold on, I'm going to look it up because it was stupid.
Do like the
Oh, I'm sure it's absolutely stupid. It's Trump we're talking about.
Donald Trump has repeated his intention to take control of Greenland, the Arctic territory controlled by Denmark.
So he just wants a cold place. For some reason.
Basically, he wants to start World War III. Because that's literally an act of war.
And Denmark is the first step, I guess.
Denmark is part of NATO, we're allies! That's the funny thing. Well, it's like... It's like fucking Hitler when he's like, look, Poland, I'm not going to invade you. Don't worry. The next minute he's fucking knocking on the door.
Fucking FBI, open up!
Apparently it's because he doesn't want to necessarily declare war and invade, but he wants the territory, and the way he was saying it was like, well, if you don't give us a territory, well, oh boy, you're for it.
Damn. I can imagine him just like wagging his finger while on camera and go, oh, you better not.
Mini game.
You never said the magic word? But like, Denmark. Poor Denmark. The Danish haven't done anything wrong. They always get the fucking shaft by someone.
Not the only shit.
Of course you'd go there, Lukey. Not, it's not like you're nearly a 31-year-old man coming out with this stuff.
Start.
And I am now a 30-year-old man, and let me tell you something, brother, I fucking feel it every day. Sorry, that was a bit dry.
Welcome to the 30s.
Welcome to the rest of your life.
Last year though, I've just started waking up in my sleep
What the?
with fucking back pain, and it's depressing.
Yeah, it's sad. Like,
No! Luke, save me!
don't worry, I'm still.
No.
I take turmeric. Leo and Emma recommended it. It's good for joint pain stuff.
Finish.
Probably sounding like an old man saying that, but
Yeah.
it's good. Like helps with bit pain.
Don't worry, I'm next in line. Unless, do we count? Do we
I
count
think
Chris?
it's just.
Is Chris
I
30?
think.
He's like 29,
What?
isn't he? I'm trying to remember what Chris's age was. I think he's like 29, isn't he?
He's a few years younger than us.
Is he?
I think he's 26, 27 maybe.
I thought he was older than
New
me.
turn.
I'm sorry, if that kid doesn't have some sort of pain, because he literally doesn't do anything, then I'm going to be really pissed off. Because
Also, ouch.
I work hard.
I'm pretty sure he's a year older than me because he joined the same high school as me. He was the class higher up than me.
Well, whatever your age is, he's a year older.
So it's about like 29ish.
Well, like I say, I could be 10 years older, but if I was as fit as a fiddle, I am pretty fit now, but if I was really, really fit, I would have less problems than a 25-year-old who did nothing.
Oh, no.
Because you need to move your body and make your body healthy.
True that.
I don't really get pain, per se, but like I'd wake up in the morning, and I think it's just my bed, to be honest. But like I get a pain in the middle of the night sometimes, and then some mornings. But then I'm fine, like in the actual daytime. I can still go and like run like a madman and lift weights sometimes. I'm an athlete.
Just imagine just seeing you running up Mullabrack Road and just sprinting for your life. It's like, who you run from? I'm not running from anyone.
Problems.
I'm just going for my morning sprint.
It reminded me of the fellow Thomas Sands who did like vines where what he did was he ran after, followed the guy that was jogging, like the man kept running away, but he could not do that was chasing him, and the guy that was jogging just started flailing his arms up in the air and started screaming like ah!
Like, I've seen him.
Yeah. I watched this in a long time, but he's a funny chap.
Remember that Peep Show episode where Super Hands rings Jeremy randomly and is like, Jeremy! Well, why'd you sound out of breath, Super Hands? I've accidentally ran to Stoke. What?
Definitely sounds like people.
What do you mean you've run to Stoke? I don't know, Jess, I just ran and I kept going. I need you to pick me up. And he just hangs up, I think.
That is like something you'd accidentally do.
How the fuck can you accidentally run from one city to the other? Like, he must have been running for 6 hours, because in London it's quite spaced out from Stoke.
Must have like
That'd be like
only seen a
silly.
tunnel like in his head. Like just visualized the tunnel and just kept going.
I'll be like, you ran coming to me saying, look, you poo, I've accidentally ran to Armagh. What? I don't.
Oh no!
You hear a slow knock on your door like a zombie apocalypse, and you literally hear, "Want to get a PG chips?"
Oh my goodness, what's going on in this game? No!
Congratulations,
Sounds like you suck.
Luke just got completely like screwed by the AI again.
Oh yeah, but blame the poor artificial intelligence that doesn't have sentience.
It's trying to take over everything. We all know it.
Yeah, I've seen Terminator, alright, I know what's gonna happen.
The Terminator's going to become the next Bob Ross.
Leo and I were actually having a conversation about AI. Like, well, AI's existed like 20 years ago or something like that. It's been around
AI
longer than
Yeah, AI has been around for about 4 decades at this point. Because it was even like theorized back in like the 60s, I think, or 70s, and then when the 80s, I think it was just starting to like gain a bit of traction, but it was very, very shit back then.
Yeah, it's just more noticeable now doing more things that people can get easily hurt by.
I'm sorry, but we are not smart enough to create something like that. Like this fully super sentient machine that can follow its own instructions. Like, we can sort of do that, but like a proper AI where it's like Yeah, we're sentient creatures now. Don't think so.
Just
That
like
game,
just go in a tube.
That game Detroit Become Human's quite believable. Imagine that happened to us.
Yeah,
Oh,
that's a phenomenal game. But yeah, that sort of thing I just don't think would be possible in our lifetime anyway, or in our grandchildren's lifetime. Maybe at some point in like a few thousand years, but realistically, why the fuck would you want to do that? Create what? Yes, create robots that can think for themselves and might start wars against people for the sake of it. Or used as soldiers.
Why can't it be simple, like a small town voting for a dog to be their mayor? Why can't it be fun and stuff like that?
Yes, vote Meg for mayor.
Vote Megan for mayor. That includes you.
Megan would be a great mayor.
or Max.
She would be.
Max.
Remember,
Megan
people
would
are
just sit there and wag at everyone's problems, and then everyone would be like, "You're right, Megan. You're so right. I just need to wag my problems away."
yeah. And if anyone watches this video, vote Megan. She's one best girls, if not the
Exactly,
bestest.
Mate, she's older than some of the fucking teenage girls that I have to look after. But she's like an elder stateswoman. She's gonna outlive us all.
Probably.
No, did you know why I think that shit won't ever happen? Because we would have probably started World War III, and if not World War IV by then, and just killed ourselves. Because we're stupid. Petty fucking issues that can't be settled like man to man. It has to be, oh, we're going to send all these like young kids to war to die for our grievances. Fuck that.
What's it to say we're on Gen Alpha or Gen Beta, something like that?
I don't know. I don't know what that means.
We're after Gen Z, aren't we?
I think so.
I'll have to ask the young people at the groups what the fuck that
We're
means.
technically millennials, aren't we? That's the classification for it.
Millennials
Yeah.
are after 2000, I think.
I thought they were before. Like between
Oh, like
1900s and 2000s.
Well, we're the ones
Oh.
in between where
Okay.
we're mostly intelligent.
No, I'm a millennial technically.
Alright.
Fuck's sake. Tech savvy, socially conscious, and having a positive attitude towards new technologies. Well, that's not true.
That's a millennial, that's just fine. That's a basic description of anyone that goes to an IT class.
Mate, I love technology,
Real
but
battle.
We all
new
do.
new technologies as in AI and shit, no. Just no. I think AI can be used for good. Like, say, for example, you're doing an emergency operation and you ask the AI, right, shit, what is this procedure? And it could, like, try and remind you of it. Like, that shit would be fine.
Quick, resuscitate him.
But not actually the act of saving lives and shit. Like, they're trying to do AI-controlled cars, but they've forgotten the other fact that other people fucking drive, and they're not going to obey the AI cars, and if the AI car pulls out in front, someone's going to ram the shit out of it.
Yeah.
AI can't predict the unpredictable, that's the problem. Like, if you're having a self-driving car and it fucking does something it's not supposed to, like, how does it know if a road's closed? How does it know if someone's going to pull out in front of it? Doesn't.
See?
And like, I won't imagine someone overtaking him on like a small country road, for example.
And this is Elon Musk's fault. This is like his brainchild again. Like him and his great ideas.
Yeah, screw him and the weird name he has for his child.
The children he never sees and disowned because they're transgender.
Oh, damn.
Let's say.
What a guy. So he's one of those people who just doesn't give a shit. You can have like reservations about certain things with gender and shit if you are really that sad, but still be cordial towards people that suffer, or suffer's the wrong word, but have those identities. But oh no, he's one of the Trump
I can't
guys.
just
One of the Trump guys that is just a bigoted, transphobic piece of shit.
Oh, what? I was last in that one.
Yeah.
Shit, I gotta get this one to get the bonus point.
I was watching like the other day, Luke, one of the old storylines in wrestling because they have like compilations on YouTube, and it's who ran over Steve Austin. It's just so random.
Who's right? Oh, I'm gonna mess this up badly.
It's too late, Luke. You activated my trap card.
Oh, I'm usually good at this one too.
Yeah. Oh my god, the confusion's bullying you at this point. They're all W.
Don't worry, I got it.
He's gonna just force finish you there.
I'm not a trained electrician.
I channel my inner divinity playstyle. Zap!
Luke, do you want to guess who ran over Steve Austin?
Himself?
No, not himself.
Vince McMahon?
Then that was my
No.
guess too.
Leo?
No.
Was it Brian Griffin?
No.
Damn, Father of Revenge.
Mad Hagrid?
It's too Hagrid!
It is
Final
the most
guess.
random person you'd be like, why would he run over Steve Austin?
PS2 Hagrid. Final guess. All the money on the line.
No fucking Rikishi.
Rikishi?
He did it for The Rock, Luke. He went on the microphone and he said, I did it for The Rock. But he wasn't the mastermind. There was someone else that put him up to it. See the drama? The drama?
Dude Love?
No, unfortunately not. Triple H.
Oh.
The Triple H hired someone to do his dirty work for him. But the funny thing is, right, Mick Foley was the commissioner, aka the general manager at the time, and then like every week Steve Austin was trying to find out what happened to him, and then Mick was like, look Steve, I'm trying to help you, but you can't go around stunnering everyone that doesn't say things that you agree with. And he's like, yeah Mick, you're right. And then the next mate just stuns Mick.
Yeah, I watched the compilation of Steve Austin just giving the stunners.
I know,
We gotta love him.
Steve Austin's probably the best wrestler of all time in terms of popularity and just longevity, and the fact that he was just so badass and believable at the same time.
Yeah.
He just kind of, like, it's the funniest thing, like, he stunned women, he stunned fucking, like, celebrities, he stunned everyone. Like, no one was safe. 80-year-old men weren't safe. Women weren't safe. I think he even stunned a child in this segment once.
Damn.
No one was free.
He really wanted to get ahead in life, so he just done the kid.
That would be the best job ever, though. That's why he's the best ever. Like, he literally got paid millions and millions of dollars to stun his boss on live TV.
Damn.
Like, that is just dream job. Not for everyone, but for like 80% of people, because I'm lucky that my quote-unquote boss is really cool and has helped me a lot. But a lot of bosses are dicks. Because they don't care about the little man, they just see you as a pawn in the system. Clog in the system.
Pretty deep stuff, my man.
I don't even know what video games are coming out this year, I think. Like Subnautica 2
Yeah.
would be one I'm really looking forward to, because I really like the first one. And then the second one has co-op. It's basically underwater survival, where you build your own like underwater stuff and you get loads of cool tech.
Yeah. Did you see some of the creatures you come across there? Like
Yes. Fucking... The first game was like a horror film at times, because I remember one time I was driving my massive submarine feeling like a badass and the power ran out and all you hear in the distance is loud fucking noises. Really creepy loud noises, and then this massive like 80-foot fucking massive shark creature just comes out of nowhere and just eats you. And it's terrifying. That's why like co-op would make sense, because you would both be scared together.
Yeah. Alright, we
Yeah.
played a demo of it for a bit. Didn't really
It's
get
very
into it.
good. It's very good. I was the same. It was one of those games where I picked up like Mass Effect the first time. I was like, yeah, I'm not into this. But then I went back to it and then actually gave it an hour or two. And then the more you play it, the more you enjoy it because the more cool shit you unlock. Like, whenever you start the game, you literally have flippers and that's it. Flippers, and then you get like, and towards the end of the game, you get fucking like a massive submarine that can probably man about 64 people in it that has torpedoes and shit. And like you can literally have a mech, an underwater mech. It's just like the coolest thing.
Nice.
And then like the biomes are really interesting because obviously you have all the different alien fish and then some look quite normal fish like from the real world, and then you got them really big motherfucking scary leviathans, because like the deeper you go in the ocean is the scariest because it's darker and it's harder to maintain oxygen. And then that's where the weird shit is.
Gotcha, Lukey.
I was going to try to squeeze in there, but didn't quite go to plan.
I no squeezing around me.
That's what he said.
Finish.
That's one thing I
Exactly.
did. I bought the D&D handbook that lets you play as artificers in Beyond now. So now I can be an artificer if I want.
Ashes?
Tashes, yeah, I did. So now I have so many
Yeah, so-
subclasses. I had to take a look at Pathfinder Group if I like what other paladin classes I could use.
Sounded like you said Ashers, like that
Uh,
bakery and milk.
Nah, so Tash is cauldron of everything.
Oh, is that Ashes?
Yeah.
No, one of the girls came in on Monday and ran up to me, all excited, and I was like, oh no, what's this mean? And she's like, oh, I got the player's handbook and DM's guide, I need you to help me, like, write a campaign. And I was like, well, that's a very fucking big task, but okay. So I was helping her do that on Monday. There was only like 4 people in on Monday because the weather was still pretty shit then. It was snowing at one point.
Showdown minigame.
Yeah.
So for a few hours I was literally just chatting and helping, trying to make a D&D campaign for someone that's never DM'd before and is shit scared of it. I'm like, mate, I'm terrible. I was shit at the start, but I'm still shit now. But you still had fun.
He was like, well, I don't know if I can do it, but there she got.
A D&D campaign though is quite interesting, like introduction to it. It's like your party, like basically the player characters are just completed a job, and as they're about to hand in the bounty, there's like some sort of time paradox where you get leaped from a fantasy D&D world into like a world based on our reality, so like being in the real life.
So a reverse isekai, basically.
I don't know, but basically it starts where they're handing in, about to get, like, they're paid for their bounty, and then they get transported into the real world and they get dropped at Comic-Con and everyone thinks they're a gimmick. And they're really confused. They're like, we're not a gimmick, and they're like, oh, we really love your cosplay. How did you get the horns like that? But I'm a tiefling, I'm literally a tiefling.
You beat me by 3 meters? What? No.
I don't want to make the joke.
I think you got me just. I think you just beat me by 1 leap.
Yeah, Lily. I need to kill Rosalina. She has to go.
And her
Yeah.
main villain is basically a crazy scientist woman that created the time rift and wants to basically use that power to make her own reality and kill everyone else. So they have to stop her.
I can imagine it be coming at you with crazy character ideas.
Yeah, but
Sorry, Luke, I really tried to get Rosalina.
I was trying to get back on, but then you nudged me on.
I got nudged into it, I'm sorry. I had no control over it. Oh no! 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 Mario, bugger off! Mario, no! He's a maniac!
I do quite like the concept though, where it's like you're playing real tieflings, real like fucking Gif Yankees, and you're transported into a real world Comic-Con where people think you're just legit fucking role-playing, aka cosplaying, when really you're actually the characters and you're just lost in this world.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so how's the fuck's that gonna work when they show everyone that they've got magic and real weapons? And then that's where the fun begins. Because
can
they
imagine
won't be
that-
the only ones transported, because apparently there's going to be like monsters from, obviously, the game transported that are very, very real and not obviously cosplay, and then people are going to be really confused and panic.
Start.
It's a good idea though, I like it. It's very similar in some aspects to one of my ideas, but nothing to that level, thank God. She's like, is it too complicated? I'm like, it's a bit complicated, but I think if you simplify just some base rules, you'll be fine.
Oh,
Ah!
no. My character's face looked really concerned before it came up there.
I pressed the
They
button.
know
I
what
didn't
this is.
give my character didn't raise the flag when I pressed the initial button because I pressed red first and then pressed right when he raised the flag again.
Yeah, I don't know if you could change it twice, but me.
Now wasn't it? I got it. Yeah.
Wait. Oh.
Yeah, it had.
Oh.
It doesn't matter, was I had the advantage to begin with. I need to get it on the second minigame in order to have a chance of winning.
If I lost so bad, even Mario beat me. I got beat by a Jamboree buddy.
Well, you have to remember, Mario's the fucking mascot of video games, mate. He's not a nobody.
He got beat by Mr.
Yeah.
Video Game himself, one honor.
God,
And now he's got
Like,
a
it wasn't
card.
Waluigi. Like, I'd understand if it was a psych gimmick.
There's a chance Waluigi would have shown up, beat him. Very unfortunate.
Also, Mario. I also find it weird that Mario has brown hair, but yet he's got black eyebrows and a mustache.
I think his mustache is brown, you just barely see it. It's always that far away.
It's a very, very dark brown.
They're making a point in
Wouldn't it be
Mario and
funny?
Luigi to show off his hair and that.
Wouldn't it be fucking funny that if the Switch 2, as we'll call it, it would be funny if they were just like, yeah, by the way, you can't use Nintendo Switch games at all. You just have to play the Switch 2 games.
Just a
That'd
massive
be really
review.
Or with
That would be like that would be like the most fucking evil thing you could do.
Yeah, they'd have to, like, people have to just unanimously agree, yeah, don't buy it.
I know
Probably
that's not true because they've already confirmed that it will be backwards compatible with all Nintendo Switch games. And hardware, I think. Not entirely sure about.
Don't know how the, like, save your thing's gonna work, we still need a time to switch online on that. I hope
It's still
not.
Switch Online, and I think it carries over your saves for your old games.
I hope so.
Well, it makes sense. Like they've already pissed enough people off with the BS with their backwards compatibility with the original Switch anyway.
But I didn't take Mario from Fame. Wow, these
I
turbo
hope it's
lights are bad.
actually fucking a bit more powerful than last time, so we can actually play half decent games on it.
true.
There was one promising thing I did see, like leaked. I don't know if it's true or not, but it would make sense. Like a lot of games these days use like AI upscaling to basically use worse hardware, so like older hardware, to then AI generate frames, which basically means they can display things at a higher resolution, but like generate them at a lower resolution. So like for example, 1080p would be like full HD. So they could render something at 1080p and then AI upscale it to 4K and it looks 4K. So they're going to like use that technology, which pretty much all video games use and video game like hardware use nowadays with the modern graphics cards.
So what,
So that's
using
a good
AI
sign.
to make things, to make the frame rate not look better?
Yeah. So basically I do that on Cyberpunk. Like, so on PC, like my graphics card's a bit dated, but it has like the AI, like DLSS, it's called Dynamic Scale Super Sampling, or something like that.
Okay.
It renders things at a lower resolution, but uses AI to upscale it to your display. So for example, if you are on a Nintendo Switch 2 that, for argument's sake, is a 1080p like LED display, it could render like really powerful games at like 480p, but then just use AI to upscale it to like 1080.
Interesting.
So that's a good sign because it means that if they, for argument's sake, also, oh, I want to put Red Dead 2 on the Switch too. Like that, depending on the graphics card, and it sounds like it's a pretty decent one if it can do that, because only like graphics cards that came out in the last 10 years use that sort of technology. That means that theoretically it should be able to run Red Dead full stop at 1080 if it really wanted to anyway. But if it needs the AI to help it, then it can do that. It's not perfect though. It's not like a pristine image. Like if you compare a 1080 versus upscaled AI 1080, there are very little differences, but you can still tell that they're different and not like real.
One thing I want for the Switch too is honestly better mod capabilities, like just mine in general, because I always want to mod the Switch, but I don't want to have to either jailbreak it or emulate it just to play a mod.
You mean legit mods?
Like literally mod games like Smash Bros, Mario Party, and all that, because there's a lot of people that do some really cool mods, but I don't want to jailbreak a Switch just to include a mod, and I don't want to use an emulator of a console that is still relatively new just to mod it.
I would say if the Switch 2 has more powerful hardware and can put more stuff onto it, then people will probably like create a cartridge where you can just plug into your Switch and then you can just homebrew shit.
Yeah.
You can do that with the Switch now anyway, but a lot of people don't want to do that.
No, you don't want to wreck your console.
Like the Switch is so like old, like it is literally nearly 8 years old at this point. 8-year-old fucking dated, even handheld GPUs are just really, really shit and can't run anything. And you see that whenever you try and play anything half decent on the Switch. So the Switch 2 needs to have a bit more juice. 16 gigs of RAM would be nice. Or 8 gigs.
Yeah.
10 gigs? 12? I'd say 12 would be nice for a handheld. And then a processor that actually can process things would be nice. And then a GPU, yeah, a graphics card that can run like Xbox fucking Series S or X games even. Like if you have that and have the upscaling technology, then the Switch 2 could literally be the Steam Deck. That's what the Steam Deck is capable of. Steam Deck does have very powerful hardware though compared to a Switch. But if they go that route of a Steam Deck where it's an OLED but a big system that can do back compat but also have the capability to run next generation games at a lower resolution and then upscale them, then Nintendo Switch 2 will sell like fucking hotcakes.
Exactly.
Like the Switch ones have sold really well. Like I think it's like the second best selling console in the world at the moment.
It's like right behind PS2, isn't it? Something like that?
Yeah, it's like literally right behind PS2. So if they can find a way to put Steam Deck level hardware of really good RAM, really good storage and SSD hard drive, so you have fast load times, graphics card that's like from even 2021 graphics card would be more than capable of running even like Xbox Series X and PS5 games. Do that like the Steam Deck does, and then you will be so popular with everyone and everyone will love you forever, Nintendo.
Best roll. I could probably get the star next turn.
I rolled pretty low for the Turbo Dice.
You know what they should do, actually? They should just be like, you know, fuck this, we're not going to announce the Switch 2, we're going to announce the Nintendo Wii U 2.
The Wii 2! No. But, I'm just waiting until they next do some of the Metroid Prime 4 game. They're going to be like, oh yeah, 2025 we promised, but sorry, it's 2026 now.
Yeah, that's on the new Switch. Like, that's confirmed for that console.
Oh,
so it can't run on Switch.
They're delaying that for absolute shit.
Yeah, they're
they should just skip an announcement for 1 year and be like, you know what, it's in the works. And just not make the promises. Because when it was announced 2025, my main thought was, it's going to get fucking cancelled again. No one's stopping it.
I do think, though, one thing Nintendo really needs to stop doing is charging ridiculous prices for their games.
Yeah, agreed.
I'm sorry.
I saw Skyrim on sale, but it was still like, what, 30 quid, something like that?
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A game from 2011 that your system can't even run half well. you know,
Yeah.
you can't keep a consistent frame rate anyway, and you're charging like next gen prices for that. No, bad. Like they're going EA routes level of money greedy at this point, and it's really pissing me off because Nintendo's meant to be a family console. Like if they charge their games as what they're meant to be, which is not next gen games. But if this console is capable of running next-gen games, then I will rescind my comments, but I doubt it will be able to run like the really good next-gen games without a bit of help. Because it is handheld.
Also, shit, I messed up the game.
Keep it kept killing me, but one thing I like is, I know it's more so a Sony thing to do, but they haven't really done much with it. I would love them, Nintendo to do a PlayStation Online sort of thing. Like, you know, PS1 for the Switch Online and all that.
You want
Final turn.
PlayStation games on Switch?
Well, yeah, I'm pretty sure it had Genesis at one point. I just got a mood for no reason.
Xbox is putting their games on PlayStation now because they fucked up their console so badly. And then no one buys Xboxes really anymore, so they're starting to put their exclusives on PlayStation. So if the Switch 2 is powerful enough, you might get some Xbox ones.
Oh yeah, that's the sort of thing. Like, I can't think of too many big games that I would buy an Xbox for specifically.
Watch your fucking mouth, Morris.
I mean, no, that's the sort of thing that, like, I don't think I've ever thought of a time that I was super excited to buy an Xbox because this game was on specifically. Like I said, I'm not too big into Halo. I understand the appeal behind it. I understand why people love it. But I can't think of any other games other than that.
Well,
there is one very big one that I'm very offended, but I will allow it.
It's because you're in first, Luke.
You got 110 votes.
So, I've got no stars!
Halo has really gone downhill, like, the past 10 years. So I do not blame anyone for not wanting to buy a console for that.
Honestly,
Gears of War is still shit. Like, there's still a lot of things that are wrong with it, but their new one looks really, really good.
Honestly, probably the thing I loved the most about 360 was the indie marketplace.
Not only that, but 360 just had amazing exclusives. It had the Gears trilogy and the Halo trilogy, plus Reach.
Yeah, Gears of War is good. I just keep getting this exclusive in all honesty.
And the dashboard is quite dashing, am I right?
The 360 was just really good console. It was powerful, it was accessible for new people like myself. Like I was, what, 7 or 8? No, about 10 or 11 whenever I got that.
It was the first console that let you play CDs as well during gameplay, wasn't it?
Yes, and also burn your CDs onto your console.
Yeah.
You can take your CD out.
The good old days.
But like fucking 360 was great for everything. Like that, Xbox's online was like the best online I've ever used for any console. Like I think the Switch online shit. Like you lag still so much on online games. I think PlayStation Online is too expensive. But I think the 360 Xbox Live was phenomenal. Like it offered good games every month. It was affordable. And it was always consistent with its connections. Like I never really lagged in any game ever, and if I ever did, it was usually my fault.
Didn't you get a free game each month with Xbox Live Gold?
Yes.
Yeah, not a lot anymore. Just like give you a discount.
Well, they have Game Pass now, so it's like they give you an offer on that, and then you have access to hundreds of games. So.
Oh yeah, good point actually.
But yeah, they're like Xbox has fucked because they royally fucked. I mean, the Xbox One era with their bullshit policies and their anti-consumer, anti-player policies. Oh, you always have to be online, even if you're playing a single-player game. If you don't have an internet connection, you can't use your Xbox at all. Like, what the fuck? You can't use games. What the fuck? Like, just so many what the fucks. And then PlayStation just fisted them in PS4 generation.
Well, I was so close to the Star Wars.
To be honest, I might have helped you win the game.
Morris, you're a good friend.
Thanks. I try.
Well, it's meant to be competitive, and you're helping him.
What did he do? What do you do next
I
week?
said that you might have won the game because of the cursed dice that you end up using on yourself involuntarily.
Minigame.
Ryan, he's a good kid.
He is a good kid.
I'm 28!
Yes, a kid.
And now, 2 more years I'll be an adult. I won't be a good adult. I don't think I can promise that.
Well, I always get mistaken. Like, I was complimented a few times recently. Once before Christmas, one of the kids said, I said, like, a joke about me being nearly 30, and one of them was like, I thought you were about 25, and I was like, I'll take that, sir. And secondly, I helped Mum before Christmas, like, go up to a shop, and then one of the women there apparently told my mum I was really handsome. Like, scarily handsome. I don't know if I believed her or not, but no, I actually did believe her because I heard her say it, and I was like, oh, someone would taste. Someone would taste.
I know, in the world we live in, you're like, what's that sarcasm? Okay, I'm not gonna go now.
Mum was like, she kept
Oh,
saying,
I let go way too soon.
is that your son? He's so handsome.
No.
No, he's not. He's just some random fucking bullshit that I bring everywhere.
Finish. Winner.
Yeah, someone at work guessed I was 23. I was like, very generous, but not quite.
Right. 33.
I work harder, picking 33.
You're 33.
The old Brian.
33. I have to say though, the latest Sims 4 expansion, I've not played it yet, but it is a proper, like, good expansion, and I'm surprised that EA have actually made something half decent.
What's the expansion? What was it this time?
I'm surprised your other half hasn't already told you, but the Sims 4 Life and Death, it's basically about life.
Ah, yeah, that one. I don't know if she's purchased it yet, but
She owns everything, I'm pretty sure, on that game. Like, I was scared at how much she owned and how much money she must have spent on that game.
yeah. I won.
There was no way I could have won that at all.
Congratulations.
If I stole from you,
I
stole from you, Rosalina would have won. There was no chance. It was all down to random. I don't get any points. Boo.
Yeah.
I
I don't
got
understand the
beyond.
point system.
I don't know.
Can you still win if you get the points at the end, or?
I think it's just my party points as well as giving you.
Wait, the fuck? It said I got 4th place, no I didn't. I was.
I think it was just like next to me. Nah, mate. Is
Last
there,
in our, last for facts, but you're first in our heart, Lukey.
Pokemon show.
is there any games you're looking to play tonight, Ryan?
No. We wouldn't have time anyway. It's like 11:30 and I'm tired.
No.
So I wouldn't be much crack, to be honest. And there's no games, there's literally nothing.
I guess.
Buy yourself a big Switch and get on Mario.
No, Luke, I won't do that. I'll wait till the Switch 2 like a responsible adult.
We'll see you in 2030 then.
At this rate, probably. Like, dear God.
Let's go with George Chooks.
You'll go to the first one. Try to get 5 stars on it.
Yeah, I wish I knew how to get 5 stars in this.
I'm going to do a bit of quick math here. So, 8 years ago, I was 22, and 8 years ago, how old were you, Morris?
20? Yeah.
Yeah, that's when the Switch came out. We were literally kids at that point.
Which means Kane will be in school when the Switch 2 comes out.
Yeah.
I'm not talking like actual like nurse, I'm talking primary school.
Oh, Alfie's the best. At his Christmas pantomime, he came out, right? So there was all these group of kids that came out to sing, like part of the pantomime, and then he came out wearing fucking sunglasses. Indoors, and I'm like, and then me and Mum pissed ourselves, dying, laughing, and then we were just making jokes like, fucking here comes Elton John, at least he knows how to stand out in the crowd. And we got a video as well, I'll send it to you, Luke, it's the funniest thing.
Oh god.
You just see all these kids that look like, some of them don't look that distinguishable, and then you just find a kid wearing bright blue sunglasses, rocking from side to side like Stevie Wonder.
It's like, oh, where is he? Oh, well, that's gotta be him.
Yeah, like, he's not stupid. He definitely knows how to stand out from a crowd. He knew if I wear sunglasses indoors, there's not going to be a fucker up here that's wearing sunglasses, so everyone will know who I am.
Yeah.
Brilliant. You can tell he's related to me, like drama queen. And that was on my birthday as well. That was like the best birthday present ever.
Hey.
Oh, I'm not really going to bed. I'm going to subscribe to my Netflix so I can watch the wrestling.
Oh yeah, you see that?
Yeah, it's on Netflix now permanently, so the network does no longer exist.
Minigame.
Damn.
Oh, the website's down then?
Yeah, so there was a deal done last year, so Netflix wanted exclusive rights, and then the WWE was like, well, if you want exclusive rights, it's going to cost you a pretty penny. And they're like, wow, how does 5 billion sound? And they're like, alright.
You got yourself a deal.
Like 5 billion? Are you fucking kidding me? And that's just for like the TV rights for all their main shows. But that doesn't include, obviously, all the money they make from merchandising and tickets. They're making a fucking killing. And they deserve it because the wrestling has been very good the past few years. Mostly.
Ah!
This thing's on me already.
I had like 20 opportunities during the sale as well, Luke, to like try and buy a new game, and there was literally nothing that I wanted, even though some of them were like £5. Oh my god.
Oh, I've seen games come up on the wish list and I'm like, ooh.
I'm very non-committal these days.
See him.
Like, I'm playing The Sims 4 again, for fuck's sake, that's how bad it is. But I actually do quite like The Sims 4. It's obviously not as good as the older ones in a lot of ways, but it does have its own charm.
That time we played Sims 2 together was just hilarious.
Yeah, it really annoyed me how my computer just, because it's so new and updated, like the old technology just doesn't understand the components in my computer, and that's why the game doesn't work properly. It's like, oh, we don't understand your graphics card, it just sounds alien to us.
It's too powerful, we don't recognize it.
That's literally, though, the problem. Because it's so modern and powerful compared to the old, like, hardware, like, the game doesn't pick it up, and then it causes issues. But, like, The Sims 4, the thing that annoys me about it is the general, like, gameplay of the packs. Some of the packs are actually really good, but it's the fact that they monopolize everything. Like, everything, there's a pack for fucking everything.
Yeah, like I was saying, there's one for, like, laundry and that, like...
Yes!
Like, you might be playing the game to escape doing things like that. Why would you want to...
Well, it is a life simulation, and there are people that like that sort of stuff. But I can understand it from that point of view, where it's like, well, we're not going to put it in a big pack, we'll just put it in a really small pack that's like £5, so if someone wants to do laundry, they can do it.
Yeah.
I think, like, Sims 4 has the best life states in a lot of ways. So, for example, like, the vampires, like, even though in The Sims 2 and 3 you got the vampires as a part of a really big expansion that includes loads of other stuff for free, in The Sims 4 you have to buy just the vampires and then all the vampire-related objects and lore and stuff separately. But it is the best vampires and the best, like, life states because it has its own exclusive pack for just that one life state. I do think it's fucking stupid though, how expensive. Not necessarily expensive, but just how much downloadable stuff they have for that game.
Mama says mods save The Sims.
I would say definitely at the start of The Sims 4 they saved The Sims because there was nothing, and the stuff that came out wasn't necessarily amazing and held your interest. But the mods are actually quite good. Like, there's literally a drug dealing mod where you start a gang, drug deal, and then you actually kill each other over drugs and territory. Pretty cool stuff.
Like
Yeah.
GTA 5 without other people killing you for $2,000.
Exactly.
See, the thing that's so egregious about like their marketing strategies though for the 4th game is they're like, right, we're going to make a DLC for just The Sims 4 Vampires. It costs nearly 20 quid. You get the vampire life state, and that's the only supernatural life state you get. But in The Sims 3, there was a whole expansion that cost 35 quid that included vampires, werewolves, fairies, and witches. That's why it's so egregious. Because it's like, why the fuck would I pay 20 quid for one thing when I got 4 things for 35 quid? That was a lot more in depth in a lot of ways. Bullshit. We're not stupid. Like, for new people, they don't know the difference. But like I say, The Sims 4 Vampires are the best vampires in the series because they have had all that extra attention because they monetize just the vampires.
Finish.
But if you're choosing one life state over 4 at a much cheaper price with much more stuff, yeah.
No, like you say, it's just all being monopolised. There's just money, money, money.
But that's EA, that's what they do. Like, they ruined Dragon Age 4. Like, I'm sorry, that game is very average, and they took them 10 years to make it. 10 years. They made a game in a year, like Dragon Age 1 and 2, like the gap for that game was 2 years, and I think that game was better than the one they took 10 years to make.
Yeah.
Because they're misguided, like they just didn't understand what the fuck they were doing. And like I say, there were some good things about that game, but a lot of things were shit. Garrett will even tell you that, because he's like me, loves BioWare, loves Mass Effect and Dragon Age.
Aye.
Sims 4 is still, in a lot of ways, a very, very good game, and I have nearly 1,000 hours in that game, so I have got my money's worth from that game. But they need to fucking sort out some of their ideas.
Isn't there another game coming out which is similar to Sims, or meant to be its 2 rivals?
Yeah, so it's like a competitor. It's a much more realistic version of The Sims, but to be honest, I don't think anything will ever touch The Sims, because The Sims just has so much history and so much stuff for it, and the fact that it is so popular. And if anything that comes now will be a copycat, like GTA. That, like,
Exactly.
I don't think people have the manpower to create a complicated Sims game, like a new studio to get the backing to be like, right, we're going to create a rival to the biggest life simulation game that has hundreds of millions of players. It's just something I don't think will ever really happen. I think it can happen,
Finish.
and I think there will be competitors made, but I just don't think it can capture the charm of The Sims, because The Sims is The Sims. Like, every Sims game has had The Sims charm, whereas the new Dragon Age game, in my opinion, didn't have the Dragon Age charm. Even The Sims 4 has The Sims charm, where it's goofy, but it can be very realistic when it wants to be.
Yeah. Kind of like the Saints Row 2 and 3.
I think, like, a lot of things The Sims 4 does is way better than the other games. Like, I think the multiplayer aspect, even though it's not multiplayer, but, like, you can just download shit from the game in 5 seconds. Like, that shit's amazing. The build mode is amazing. I think it's the best build mode in the series. I think the Create Sim's probably the best in the series, but I think there's a lot of things that aren't as good. Whereas you can't really say that about Dragon Age 4. I don't really think it did anything good compared to the old games, or better. But the new expansion pack, like I say, is very, very good, and a lot of people have sung its praises, saying if they can do shit like this consistently, where it actually feels like an expansion pack and it's trying new ideas.
You think they've saved themselves a bit then?
Well, not save themselves. It's like, for example, if Gears of War E-Day comes out, and it's something really, really good, it restores a bit of faith, but they need to consistently show they can do it again.
Yeah.
The Sims 4's not going anywhere, and they said that they're not making The Sims 5 because The Sims 4 has been out for so long, and they just want to, instead of making a new game, just keep capitalising on The Sims 4's success. And I can understand that from a business point of view, but from a player's point of view, you need expansions and DLC that is going to reinvent things or bring new ideas to keep you interested, because The Sims 4 is nearly an 11-year-old game.
Jeez.
Like, that's how long it's been out. And the amount of DLC that's come out from that game, there's been like maybe 5 DLCs that most people would say were worth it. A lot of the DLCs were good, but were just a bit overpriced, because EA, that's what they do, overprice everything.
Rank A.
Like, there is a game there, and there is good content, but they just overpriced everything. But the new expansion feels like an expansion, everyone says. And that's what you want.
Yeah. Like when we played the Gears 4 Hive Buster, like, it was a lot of fun.
Yes!
It was kind of
Like,
short, you know, it
but-
was just enough.
Gears, that was Gears 5, but what I'm saying is, Gears of War 5, like, I was dying for, like, just something different and something story related, something that wasn't just multiplayer, like fucking loot boxes all the time.
Yeah.
And
Gears 4.
that was something, Gears 5 was just, like, the Hivebusters DLC was just something nice and different, with different characters and a different perspective that explained the lore about the Hivebusters.
Yeah.
And it was really fun. And Gears 5, like I say, Gears of War 5 is still a really, really good Gears of War game. I really enjoyed a lot of it. I still think the Horde mode is the best Horde mode, probably.
Yeah, I still go back to it now and again.
I would, but like I say, it's just
Bonus time.
the progression system is still a bit loot boxy for me, even though it's not loot boxy. Like, if you paid money, you could get that stuff a lot quicker.
True.
But I think Gears of War 5 was a lot better than Gears of War 4 and was capturing that Gears of War 3-esque spirit in a lot of ways. And like I say, Gears 5 did do a lot of things better than the rest of the series, and it still had that soul and spirit. But a lot of games, like the new Dragon Age, just didn't have that. Gears 4 fucking had the Gears of War spirit, but it didn't do it very well. Whenever you play a game, a sequel to something you love, like if Time Splitters 4 came out, it would still have to have the Time Splitters heart and do things better than the last game, or else it's not a sequel.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wait, what? Oh
Can't-
shit, I haven't seen this
This is
before.
new. Oh my god, he's so fast. Ah!
Oh shit.
Oh my god!
It's cause, I think it's because one round four, so he's just
Doesn't
like,
want me dead! He was after me like a fucking madman!
can't find bombs anywhere. Oh, there's one.
I do think though Nintendo are consistently, even though their games are overpriced to shit, I think Nintendo games are consistently the best made, like, first party games that come directly from the hardware manufacturer.
Yeah, agreed.
If you think about it, like, look at all the Nintendo games that came out the past year, Morris, right? You play pretty much all of them. I don't think you could say there has been one below average.
Nah, they've all been pretty good.
That's what I'm saying.
Finish.
Like, if you look at Xbox and PlayStation, they would have some fucking stinkers they brought out that are theirs.
Game.
Yeah, they've brought a lot of love to some older franchises like the Mario RPGs and that.
Yes! Nintendo have always been the king of video games.
Yeah, they only like sort of, you know, famous sort. You can say it's generic as honestly Pokemon because of the way they handled the way the game was built.
I would rather pay 60 quid for a Nintendo game than I would most other games, because you can just know that Nintendo work hard on them, even though sometimes they don't pull it off. That's why I've always loved Nintendo the most in terms of them as a hardware manufacturer, because their games are always consistently good and have been for generations. Xbox had one good generation in my opinion, and that was the 360.
Yeah.
PlayStation's had 4, but Nintendo has every generation. Even the Wii U had fucking amazing games coming directly from Nintendo, even though the Wii U was a shit console.
Yeah, it just had lack of third-party support.
Exactly. I will always love Nintendo games, even though a lot of them aren't for me, but I can admire how good they are, because they are really good. Like, I love the 2D Mario games, they're always amazing. Smash Bros is probably my favourite first party Nintendo game, but it is just really good games. Mario Kart is becoming one of my favourites, even though it's pretty much a game you have to play with your mates to get the
Oh, yeah.
full effect.
Yeah.
True.
Rank A.
Like, my only complaint about Mario Party is that it's not getting any goddamn DLC. It needs it.
I think, though, to be honest, they are going to bring out the Switch 2 or announce it at least by March, and then they're putting all their resources into the new console.
I'm gonna guess February, because that's when the Pokemon days happen. It'd be the perfect time for them to make a Pokemon Switch.
Either before, slightly before, or slightly after, to not take any of the sting off the event, like.
Yeah, it'd be like a small thing. Like, oh, here's the Switch 2. It's got, you know, a Pokemon version for the new game.
Realistically, like, what does everyone want from it? Just, I want a more powerful console that can do things a lot better than it did last time. Because that's all you need. Things that can play third-party next-gen games. Better third-party support and more power, that's all I want. Back compatibility, obviously.
Yeah.
But more power.
I would like some more stuff on the Switch Online, but that's not even really a Switch 2 thing, that's just a Switch thing in general.
Yeah, that's just a Switch Online thing.
For me, more is for playing the Mario Party 2 and 3.
I played the old school Mario Parties, and they're fun, but like there's so much wasted potential on just some of the consoles. I've not seen N64 get updated after Banjo-Tooie. There's still more games. Put them out.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck, I think, has sold a ridiculous amount of hardware because it is literally what they want a Switch Pro or a Switch 2 to be. Just a really powerful handheld console that can play everything on your Steam library, or at least have a fucking bash at playing it.
Yeah.
The Steam Deck's like, what, 300 quid, something like that?
Yes, it's not even that expensive. It's like the same price as like a new... This is Nintendo, I think, just marketing people that are fucking stupid. They're like, oh, we're going to charge like still a couple £100 for an 8-year-old handheld console when the Steam Deck is around the same price, can play literally everything from generations. A handheld console that can play everything from generations. As long as it's on Steam, you can play it or have a bash at it.
Yeah.
Finish.
You can play The Witcher 3 handheld, for fuck's sake. Actually play that sort of game handheld. Like a
Congratulations.
proper next-gen, like, massive RPG.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk you can play on it, not very well, but you can play it. I've seen people fucking do it. Switch 2...
Yep.
Yes, Switch 2, what we need is basically do what the Steam Deck has done. Basically, they did your job for you, but have back compatibility, better online, and then everyone will be happy. Not difficult.
You tell them.
But mate, that's what we all want. Like, everyone keeps complaining about the same shit. Oh, they have, like, no third-party games. Oh, most of their new games run like shit now because their technology's so old.
Just need to take a step back a little bit.
And I've loved pretty much every Nintendo console that's come out, to be honest. Like, even the Wii U, I sort of had a soft spot for it.
Yeah, there's another sort of general Switch thing, but one thing that was really cool was back on the Game Boy you had the Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga game, which you could actually play 2 players in RPG. I would like to see something like that. Like a way to play more RPG based games that are co-op. You know, like Joy-Cons or something.
Yeah, just something to reinvent their usual library of
Like, this was the original Game Boy.
generational.
This was the original Game Boy that did it. Sure, it required an accessory, but still, it's the Game Boy.
I still think the DS, the Nintendo DS, was one of the most innovative consoles just in general. Like, not even handheld console, but just consoles.
Definitely underrated.
I would also
Like,
like
the shit you could do on that game. Oh,
Yeah.
you don't own the game? Oh, just download it and play
Yeah.
it.
I'd also like the
fuck?
ability to connect to certain consoles, because right now,
Yes.
in order to get a Pokemon from your... you can get them from as early as the Game Boy to the Switch. You have to put them into your DS in a specific Pokemon game, then send them to your 3DS, hope you have the bank app, which you can't even get on the 3DS store anymore, then get another app and transfer a Pokemon to your Switch that way through another app, and it's really weird to connect to it. I like to be able to just go, I have a Pokemon on DS I want on the Switch. There you go, done. Just connect. Because we could do
Remember,
that.
you could evolve one of the Pokemon. Was it Malamar?
Mini
You have to turn the DS upside down. and
Yeah,
then hit
that's
the ball.
in the on the Switch you turn your controller upside down, but if you're a third party one, that's impossible. And on Pro Controller, it's finicky enough.
Oh, and one more thing they need to sort out: the fucking drift.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
the
yeah.
big one.
And that's not just a Nintendo problem. The PlayStation has that really bad. My friend,
Round 1.
well, my boss, has told me he has went through 6 PS5 controllers at 70 quid a piece, and had to buy the DualSense Edge, which cost 200 quid, just so he avoids it. I don't know what they're doing with their analog sticks, but I'm telling you now, not one of my 360 controllers, not one of my PlayStation 2 controllers ever had drift.
Round 2.
Yeah.
I think it's a wireless, like, Bluetooth thing, where it sometimes interferes with the signal, and then it creates it, but also I think it's just either some sort of production thing, but they need to sort that shit out, or else people are going to lose their shit.
Yeah, we're just pissed off of it, like.
It's such a basic thing. If you could do it on a PS2, I had my PS2 controller for the whole lifespan. Not one problem with it.
Round 3.
360, same thing. Never a problem, never drift, nothing. Nintendo fucking Wii, never a drift. And that had a really weird sensor, still no drift.
No,
They need to sort that out.
Whoops.
Because that's just... everyone I talk to that owns a Switch, it's always, oh yeah, I really enjoy it, but they need to sort the drift out.
Final round.
Yeah, just still problems as there.
They got fucking sued for that shit, and rightfully so. Why would you create a controller that costs so much money that doesn't even fucking work for more than 5 minutes? It's money. I think it's deliberate, to be honest. In some aspect.
Finish.
I think it's
Oh, your
also,
controller's broke. Gotta buy a new
You
one.
win.
I think it's also the fact that when the Switch came out, they were all about connecting them like on a table and putting them next to each other.
Yes. It's fucking. I admire their ideas, but their execution sometimes needs a bit of work.
Yeah, you never use the idea enough where you connect two switches like just to each other. I wish it could just happen on a TV.
I still think though the DS and maybe even the Wii, like in terms of just their innovation, bringing new ideas, like a motion controller that was actually fun, unlike the Kinect. That fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Also,
And
it's
then-
not DS, it's the DS.
To be
Oh, yeah,
honest,
sorry.
if the Wii played GameCube games, Wii would be up there for me.
Oh, easy. Like I say, Nintendo games are fucking phenomenal. So if you have like generational backwards compatibility, you're singing.
Yeah.
I think one of the old school things done on DS, remember Pecto Chap, and you just colour
Yes. Yes.
Yeah, fucking
I stalked someone in a fucking canteen once. There was a group of girls playing on their DSs, and I literally stalked it, went and entered their Picto chat and just started chatting shit to them. And they're like, "What the fuck's this?"
what are we talking about? The download play was also an incredible feature.
Yes.
Like, oh, you all don't have Mario Kart? Well, that's cool. 3 other people can join one person and play Shy Guys. Or Mario Party DS. Oh, you don't have it? Guess what? You can play anyways. You even got special modes to play. Or
every launch.
many RPGs. You got download play. You played the demo of it. Cool.
I remember every lunchtime at high school, I would have, sat down and played with people with the
Yeah.
fun DS.
Yeah, that was
Yeah.
literally mine and my friends' routine for the first 2 years of my high school life, which were probably my favourite years in school.
Yeah, it was entire high school.
lunchtime, every lunchtime, it was the DS, and we would play fucking whatever. And if someone didn't have it, we could play. And even on the PSP, like the first PSP was a fucking amazing console. Like the shit that handheld could do, the games that had.
Yeah.
Literally GTA games, 3D GTA games exclusive to the console.
No, I'll probably mention this every time. I remember when I first met you, Ryan, and you had GTA. Which one was it? Not San Andreas. but
Vice City Stories, yeah.
Yeah. I was just like, can I try this out? Like, sure. I was like, I'm having hell of fun with this.
Yeah, it's GTA, what do you expect?
Start.
But Yeah, that was the. I think that was the second time I met you because I met you in Clan Ride before that, and then before that I met you at Super Drive in Craigavon, I think.
Yeah, probably
So
was.
that was back in the day. It was like 2008, 9ish, 2010ish maybe. But yeah, a long time.
No idea though.
Known each other that long, but yeah, and then literally we just talked about our Nintendo DSs and 3DSs. That's
like-
literally Switch 2. Just do what the 3DS did. Just more power, maybe a new gimmick, and backwards compatibility. That's it.
That's all they gotta do. Eat, sleep.
Probably
Like,
a funny thing was that if you had a cheat device on your DS, you, like, people were gonna see it. It was no way to hide it. Because everyone in my class specifically, most of me and the guy I knew, we learned about action replays and that, and we used to use those all the time with just some funny shenanigans. But it's so funny because if he tried to cheat against me in Pokemon, which he did once, you could see the device poking out of his DS. It's like, confronted him, I was like, yeah, you're cheating. And he's like, no, and I beat him while he was hacking in a Pokemon battle against me with a fucking Pikachu. He didn't even know how to cheat well.
I remember I used to have the. Do you remember the R4 card where you could like put like 100, well, thousands of games on your DS and just like choose one to play, one to go?
Yeah, I think my dad did get me one, but it didn't work.
I was raging. I had lost mine. I was like, no, that's good progress. On
That was good.
all the other games I was playing on.
Tell you what, next time we do a Saturday meetup, we should just have a DS. Well, we can't do a DS party because there's 5 of us. Shit.
Well,
did you get
I don't even have a DS anymore, mate. I'd just be watching.
I know I've got a 3DS, DS, and DS Lite. I don't know if I have a 4th one.
Did you get those DS's charged last time? I remember you put them on charge modes.
Yeah, they charged while we were there, but I didn't. Obviously, we didn't get to start because we were mostly panicking about how to get you home.
Start.
How did you even get there?
I got the bus thing.
Yeah, it was only Luke
Like
back
a
there was a problem. I didn't want to send him out in the weather that was out.
You should have just slept over, mate.
Yeah, more fearing for my life. He didn't want me to fall like that guy in the knees.
It was dark and it was frosty.
What's
And
that? I don't
fully-
like the sound.
Fully
I
no,
don't like the sound of this.
fully no. My poor cow would have also just somehow managed it as well. She'd fucking took me up on the middle of the fucking road.
No, I think that's
Well,
not too
I might
remote.
give it
If
one.
he was trying to make it so you had to be entrapped with him so he could try the moves on you.
Yeah.
I don't think I had to. I think I should say, like, hey, Shill's moving out in March. You want to move in?
It's like, oh.
Is she actually moving out in March?
Yeah. Mom's literally panicking about it. She's like, oh, do you think we should move, Mom? I'm like, Mom, I'm indifferent if we move or not. I
Yeah,
don't,
Sheila moving in with Curtis.
yeah, she's planning to move in March, and Mom's freaking out about it. She keeps asking me if I'm worried, but I'm on the spectrum. I can't really
Where's she moving?
Craigavon area, if I remember correctly.
See, that's not far. It's like a 15-minute drive.
It's not far. I think Mom's just worried, like, I think Sheila's
She'll
getting...
survive.
Yeah. Like, speaking out, like, yeah, Sheila's my twin and that. I'm gonna miss her, but I'm not gonna immediately bawl my eyes out and be like, please come back.
Sheila.
Sheila would probably rather get in the car on the day she's moving and be like, oh, I'm gone. She haven't faced anyone else. And be like, yeah, fuck off. That's what she'd want me to say to her.
She's gone. She's gone.
Yeah. Whether or not she'll miss me, she probably will, but she's moving with her boyfriend, so, you know. I'm not stopping her, and she's not stopping herself, clearly, so she can do what she wants.
I think I met that Reese guy from your Sunday group randomly. Incredible.
Probably he's a very soft-spoken person.
I think he went to Super Drive with us, right? Because he does look familiar.
See, there's something about him that I'm like, I might know you, but he's very weird. It's funny because I did like a voluntary like assessment thing, and he was one of the other guys on there.
You probably have encountered him, but it was another group where, you know, you're talking to different people.
I think
He looks
I think
like
it was.
about 40. He looks about 40 years old.
The one we are talking about doesn't really look 40.
No, he doesn't look it, but he needs to do
Well,
something about his
I
hair.
recommend exaggerating them.
Yeah. He's a very soft-spoken person, though. He does have to crack when you get him talking.
What does his hair look like?
I cannot describe her in the best way possible.
Just flap.
Is it receding? Has his hairline like really far back?
Don't think so.
I don't know how
Do you know
it
what
is.
do you know what his last name is?
No, I had to ask Sheila.
Fuck's sake. Because
Reese? I don't know.
yeah, if I knew his last name, like I know his last name, so if you tell me what his last name is, then I can tell you if it's the same dude. But I like met him in person after that. Like he opened the door for me when I went to one of the team meetings, and I was like, "Were you that guy that I was on the video chat with?" And he's like, "What do you mean?" I was like, "Remember the voluntary thing for Incredible?" He's like, "Oh yeah," and I was like, "Yeah, that was me." And he was like, "Oh okay," and that was it.
Anyway.
Shock shining ends. Face from the ground, the common pot. Might take that one.
I like how bad Stu is like, I'm gonna get Belle to call my dad.
I'm surprised Sheila never went back to Incredible because she's so close with Catherine.
It's because she was very close to Alana. If I remember correctly.
Round 4.
Yeah, but Catherine's still there. Why didn't she go back with Catherine?
It's because she'd probably be stuck babysitting Darren.
Oh.
And Darren is... Chris is really tough to babysit, I guess, is the best way to describe him.
Who's Darren?
Good. It's just a
Oh,
good thing you
yeah.
haven't met him, I guess.
The Danganronpa.
He's as obsessed with Danganronpa as Chris is, except if you get him talking about something he wants to talk about, he will not stop. He will tell you, "Oh, if you want me to stop, I'll stop," but obviously we're
Why
too
doesn't-
late.
Why doesn't she just volunteer like with one of the groups I do, for example? Because
She wanted to focus on tech and all that as well. And now she's focusing entirely on our careers. She doesn't have the time to even go back, even if she wanted to.
True, true. Well, I'm happy for her. At least she's got her little niche.
Yeah.
That's all all us Aspies want is our little niche. To make a bit of a career out of it.
Yeah.
Look, if I can do what I'm doing now for work for the rest of my life as a youth worker, I will be a fucking happy man.
In the words
Once I get a bit of money, I don't need a lot of money. I will do part-time, and if I can handle full-time, I'll do it, but this work just sings to me, like, because I've been doing this sort of work anyway since I was about 18, and I've been asked to multiple places to volunteer for them as a youth worker. But I just never had the confidence before, but now I would do it in a heartbeat, like. Do you remember that place in Craigavon, Luke, where we met each other in the McDonald's? Do you remember that?
Don't know.
Remember I walked in and you and Chris were with a bunch of people in the corner of a McDonald's and you waved me over?
I remember you talking about this one before, but...
You were there. So basically it was a group in Craigavon, which was like a youth group, sort of a bit like the normal groups that we would have attended, like in Superdrive.
Yeah.
After I finished there, back in like this was back in like 2016-ish, like this was like 9 years ago. It was ages ago. Yeah, I barely remember it, to be honest, but they wanted me to stay on as a volunteer because they saw my potential even then, but I just didn't want to do it because I wasn't confident enough.
Congratulations!
I've always been pushed for this sort of work anyway, because it makes sense for me, being someone older on the spectrum, like hopefully sharing words of wisdom and understanding these younger people on the spectrum that no one else understands, and can actually help, and is a bit more mature and a bit more life and common sense to him. I like to think so anyway.
Well, that's what you gotta do. You just try to be a good influence on people.
Yes. Be a big brother for the girls, for example, that have shitty male role models in their life, because a few of them have the same problem as I do, a shitty dad that fucked off and has never been nothing but a piece of shit.
That's funny, I was listening to one of the Eminem songs, and he's like, I hate my stepdad.
See, he's a mummy's boy as well, Eminem. Like, he had a song about his mum, basically saying they did fall out, but he loved his mum. Misses his mum.
Yeah.
Tupac.
The songs he-
Tupac, the reason why he's my favourite is because a lot of his songs are very introspective and very wise and very mature, considering he was so young at the time he died. Like
I
the
know.
Dear Mama song, Dear God, don't listen to that, Luke. It fucking cut through you. Because it's such a lovely song that he's singing about because his mum had so many problems with drugs and stuff, and he was a shitty kid and he got involved with gangs and he was always in the nick. And then he always let his mum down, but the song was basically about the fact that he realised he was a dick, but he respects his mum so much for all the shit that she was able to do on benefits and stuff.
Yeah.
Proper
was real
mummy's
talk.
boy. Yeah, he's just a real person, and he talked very wise about gang culture and the fact that black and whites were just killing each other for the sake of it, and they should stop unless, if they don't stop, that you won't see real change, and it's still going on today. Like, he saw that shit and sang about it. He knew.
It's crazy as he died younger than us, wasn't he?
Yes, he was like
21 or something.
21 or 20. No, he was 24, I think, mid-20s. But he was so
Yeah.
wise even then and mature even then. To see all the bad shit that was happening and the fact that these simple things can make the world better. Eminem's the exact same. He sings, a lot of his songs sing about needless violence and just gang culture and stupidity, and the fact that you should stick by those, be loyal to those who are loyal to you, and treat you with respect and love you and have your best interest.